Welcome back, everybody. Welcome if you are new. Today we're in the dirt street stocks here at Lucas Oil Speedway. We got a full lobby here. All 20 spots are taken up. Only 20 people are registered, so it's a full race of 20. We're gonna have a consolation race, so you have to finish top 6 in the feature to move on to the A main, and then top 4 from the consolation will make it. So 4 people will be going home because 16 go through total. So hopefully we can qualify decent, like we practice decent. Got in the 2s. This race is like early in the morning time, like just early morning, so it's super foggy, which is interesting. I've only seen it really foggy like this at Cedar Lake before, so this is quite interesting racing in this kind of setting, so it'll be interesting. Hopefully we can run decent though. I'm gonna try to run like this outside lane for the first lap and then go for like a slider line the second lap, because that is usually where I'm faster at. Just trying to get as much speed as we can into this lap. Hopefully we can do all right. Hope we can get down to the 2s at least. That's what I'm hoping for. If we ran a 375 up there, we should be all right, I would think, for the second lap, as long as we don't hit anything. Little too sideways there. Had to let off a little bit more, but decent exit, I feel like. So I hope that's in the 2s. It was a 117. I will take it. That will put us 3rd for now. And you can really send it into the pits here going off of a turn 2, which is fun. But that puts us 3rd for now. So that should be a lot of fun. We're car number 4 out of 20. I don't really recognize a whole lot of people here. I only really recognize Hayden Tolleson. He is very quick normally in like the UMPs or super late models, stuff like that, big blocks. I know he races with Gavin a whole bunch, so should be interesting. Hopefully he can work his way up through the field, but so far we're starting 3rd. We'll be 2nd in heat number 2 right now, unless we get beat out in the last 50 seconds. So I'll bring you guys back and get ready to take the green. All right, well, we are starting 2nd here in heat number 1. Hopefully we could finish 2nd and we'll start 3rd in the A main. If not, potentially win this, but Kyle seems really fast. The very front guys seem really fast, like top 5 maybe, and maybe somebody a little bit lower seem pretty quick. So hopefully we can kind of keep our spot pretty decently. Have a good heat race at least. Hayden is in here with us, so we don't have him to watch next heat, unfortunately. I was hoping he was in the 2nd heat, just so we had somebody to watch there that we knew, but we won't know anybody there. We'll just watch the front guys. They'll probably have a pretty good battle. But waiting on everyone to join in. We're waiting on 3rd place, it looks like. That may be the only person we're waiting on. And 10th place, actually, as well. So, waiting on 2 people right now. Hopefully they join in soon, so we don't have to wait here the whole time. I don't know if anybody's not in the server. I didn't really check that, to be fair. So, hopefully we can have a good race. Lucas Oil has been fun. The few races I've done on it, so it kind of excited to get a bunch of laps here, having a heat race and a feature. So hopefully we can kind of figure the track out some, but the tracks can get very worn out. Might have to start running towards the top later, or still throw like a slider line through it. I'm not sure. Don't know who we're waiting on. We're waiting on the 6th car of K. There he is. So we should be about rolling now. Not sure what gear we're gonna start in. I might do 3rd gear. It depends on the RPMs and stuff, probably. But I need to try to get a good jump here. 4th gear is really low in RPMs, but you could probably make it work, honestly. Could probably make 3rd gear work too, because the front stretch is quite short. So you won't really have to worry about shifting and it really hurting a long speed for a straightaway. So might do 3rd gear here. I think that will work pretty decent for us. Probably gonna have to run a little high in turn 1. Might fall back to 3rd to Cade. We'll see. We need to try to get a good jump though, hopefully. Or maybe hopefully 3rd place won't have a good jump. But they could go literally anytime. I haven't really seen many people go on like the backstretch or anything for a dirt race, but I've seen people do it at Phoenix and NASCAR and stuff, so it could happen. We had a decent jump. We'll get single filed out up here at least, so that's not bad. And we gotta try not to run over Kyle in front of us, and hopefully we don't get run over by Cade. Hopefully we can keep the speed and stay up here. pretty well. Try to keep the car straight if we can. Hayden's trying to work his way up here. He just needs to finish top 6 to make it fine.
Oh yeah, you're getting him.
Pulling away from third slightly. Got to be careful with these tires on the inside though. Those will hurt you. I've hit them before in the 305s. Got really lucky that it didn't kill my car. But definitely I've hit them before. Trying to be way too aggressive. Still ran a 111 there. That's not too bad. That was a little bit faster than our qualifying time, honestly. So maybe figuring a little bit out here on the bottom. Like just being a little bit more aggressive. 090. Nice. Kind of keeping up with Kyle. He's pulling away the slightest bit, but I feel like we're kind of figuring this out a little bit as we go. Would love to get by him, but I don't know if that's going to be able to happen unless he really screws up or something. Don't see it happening. He seems super smooth and fast. Make sure everybody's unmuted in case anybody says something. Because it's funny to hear the banter in the race if somebody runs somebody else over. Usually, unless it's just nonsense, them just talking a whole bunch, then I'll mute it. But most of the time, I like to have people unmuted. Slid up there a little bit too much in 3 and 4, which but it wasn't terrible. Times are starting to fall off a little bit. Need that lower line on the exit. It seems like. Because he's like going in a little higher and then trying to get the car rotated early to get a straight line off the corner. Mainly in 1 and 2, he's doing that a lot more. He's running the high side. Bold strategy. We caught him a whole bunch there, but it's not going to matter. Even him doing it here in 3 and 4, we wouldn't catch him all the way. He still like is so quick up there. He knows right where that edge is. I'm not very good at knowing where the edge is at this track, so once we get to the top, it's going to be real rough for us, I think, in the A main. But finished second, so we'll be starting third in the feature. Hayden got up to 5th, so he gained a spot out of that, I believe. Think he gained a spot out of that? Hayden, yeah, he went from 6th to 5th. Good job. Got up a little bit there. So we'll watch heat number 2 here. They got 8 laps, and then we have a consolation, which I'll skip for you guys. Because consolation's kind of stupid, but are people actually, are all the people here? No, there's 2 guys, 3 guys not here, so there's going to be 4 people going home. Really, it's only going to be 1 in the consolation that isn't going to make it right now. He's just doing a dirt burnout. That's honestly pretty impressive, keeping it straight like that, but pace car is rolling already. Everybody readied up for them pretty quick. You can see how foggy it is. It's crazy. Like, it is so foggy here in the morning time. Luckily, it doesn't really affect us on track because this track is, like, messed up. At least as far as I know, it's still messed up where it doesn't have lights. So if it were to become, like, nighttime, which isn't going to happen because the race is in the morning time, but it's being so foggy, it made me nervous that we were going to have, like, a dark A main, which would have been funny. But we'll watch the 2 up front because they'll probably have a pretty good run, I would think. Try to be real tight to each other because you got the 2 and the 1 car up front up here. So we got the top 2 numbers in the lobby in this heat who qualified 2nd and 4th.
Green flag.
The 16 car is number 1. The 00 is the number 2 car. But we'll see how tight they run. They're already like hitting each other from behind. 13 slid up onto the 7 there. They are literally bump drafting down the backstretch, running super tight right there. Kind of watching the back of the field a little bit, but I want to watch these 2 battle because I think it's going to be a pretty good race for these 8 laps here in the heat. 00 gets a decent run down the backstretch, but not enough. He's trying to run a little bit higher than the 16 is. He's up there in the grip. The 16's kind of through the slick. 00 is going to get a little bit of a run down the front stretch. 16's definitely trying to keep that low line working right now. 00 trying to make that high line work. He's keeping really good speed through the corner, though. Really good pace throughout the entire corner. Trying to cut down on the 16 here off of turn 4. Not going to make it there. really tight racing. What lap are they on? 4 already, almost halfway through. Next time by, they'll be halfway through. Third place of the 12 car blinked a little bit, but we don't have to worry about him for this battle up here. 00 trying to get to his inside, not going to make it work yet. He's trying to get it really working down there, trying to get a good run off of turn 2, being a little bit higher than him, trying to keep it a little straighter. He's going to dive it down into 3 and 4. He does. Not going to be able to throw a slider, trying to stay side by side, but keep his speed on exit. He has a nose to his bumper, but the 16 gets a good run on exit. Really good run on exit by the 16 car. 00 trying to work to the outside, maybe? Yeah, he's trying to get that outside rolling now that he saw the speed that the 16 got on the outside of him. Gets a good run off of turn 4. Is he going to dive it to the inside? Nope, he just bumps him into the corner. This is lap 7, so they got 2 laps to go here. 00 gets to the inside, second place right now. Diving it into 3 and 4. 16 goes way wide. That actually might open the door up for the 00 here. Oh, he blinked. He's back. That was weird. That was really bad timing of a blink, but they're still side by side. Final lap. 16 still has the lead. 00's trying to get that run on the outside. Try to dive it down to the inside on the front stretch, or he's trying to go outside. Checks up to not completely wreck him. Good race by them too. I figured it was going to be a good one, and it was tight the entire time. They're going to be very fast in the A main, so they're going to be hard for us to hold off. I know that... Oh, Hayden left. Why did Hayden leave? That's weird, but he left, so that's unfortunate. Hopefully he's back by the time the A main comes around, but I think only one of these guys are not going to be here in the race, because them 3 out of the 8 here are not here, so one of the 5 left will not be making it. So I will skip the consolation for you guys. 10 laps is going to be really boring. Just 5 of them really racing for 4 spots, so I'll bring you guys back and get ready to take the green in the A main. All right, well, we're starting 3rd in the feature. The consolation was really nothing anyways. The 5 of them went off into turn 1. One of them got over the lip at the top and then spun it out, hit one of the tires at the bottom, went multiple laps down because he just stopped racing. So it was quite boring for the most part. So hopefully we can have a pretty good run here. I know the 2 car who's going to be to our outside is very fast, but hopefully we can keep 4th place. We are car number 4 here, so top 4 I'd be happy with, because that's where we should be pretty much. But right now it's the 3, 1, 2, and then 4. Or 3, 1, 4, 2 right now, the way it sits on track. I'm not sure if that like heats up his tires or what he is doing with that, because it's impressive the way he's doing it. It's like a NASCAR burnout pretty much, going straight. It's pretty cool. Never really seen people do that, so don't know if that like gives them an advantage or not, you know what I mean? Because I know there's some of those like just like dragging the brake and stuff in road racing, heating up the tires, I think for super speedway stuff like that on oval. Don't know about the dirt one though. Don't know if that does anything to actually help them or not, or if it hurts them. I have absolutely no clue, but we're just gonna do the best we can here off this start. We're behind the leader, which is somewhat of a positive, I'd say. Try to keep the bottom slash middle if we can in the beginning. Thought he was really about to take off there. I really thought he was going to. Hopefully we can get a good jump here. Need to try to at least. He tried to push 2nd place off the berm. I got way too sideways in 3rd gear there. Gotta miss the tire down here. Don't want to slide up into those guys on the outside, but they're getting a good run.
Quarter outside, still there. Clear.
We got everybody running a different line. The guy above me is running the middle. 2nd place is running all the way at the top. I'm running all the way at the bottom.
You're clear him. 20.0.
So just trying to give them room. But they got the run on the outside, so we need to try to jump out here. Cade is catching us, but he was running pretty decent in our heat. But I think it's going to be really tough to pass in the bottom unless you can really keep it straight somehow and keep a lot of momentum.
18.535.
Don't want to be too much in the slick, but it's not the worst thing in these cars, honestly.
Inside. Inside's clear.
Gotta try to run this top line. I'm not getting it to rotate around. Kate is running that bottom a lot better than I'm running this top.
Still inside, even up. Clear if you need it.
Yeah, I cannot get this thing to turn on entry for me.
Still inside. Clear.
There we go. That's a little better, but it's like as soon as we're catching the grip, it's wanting to straighten out. I'm just holding left.
Inside.
It's not going great for me by any means, I would say. That was a little bit better, but I don't want to go over the edge. Cade is running really well on this bottom.
Still inside.
He's making it work for the most part. 16 checked up really hard there. I think he was about to go over the edge, he felt like.
Clear. 18.498.
Really just trying to send it into the corner to get it to rotate. That's all I'm doing right now. Oh, and we get a caution, so we are still P4. Don't know. I think the one car is still in P2, so Blaze kind of got screwed out of that. He was getting by Joey there. Do I still? Yeah, no, I have people unmuted, so nobody said anything yet. But we're going to be restarting in 4th. Everything's going to be single file for now. And the top 5 of us were gone from everybody else, so we were having a pretty good race up here, trying to keep up with these top 3. They were very quick, so
Off the caution.
I will bring you guys back and get ready to take the green once again.
Oh, 1 to go.
All right, getting ready to take the green here in 4th.
Remember, bud.
Joey's up there warming up his tires on dirt.
Easy on the brakes all day. All right, boss man.
Gonna do this
Car's off,
restart in 4th gear, so I don't have that like really bad wheel spin like we did on the restart in the beginning. They're going all the way out to the wall. That's very weird. I don't know what that does, but I feel like that's sketch to do. So I do not want to be doing that. Can definitely get it to rotate down here, but I don't want to be on the throttle too hard and spin the tires up. Can kind of throw a little bit of a slider line, I think, and be all right. The leader up there is just straight hugging the bottom. He slid up a little bit there. We're running all right in this middle right now, which I'm happy with. Joey comes down to the middle. Blaze is trying to get that top side to get back by Joey because he kind of got screwed there when that caution came out.
592.
Cade's starting to catch us a little bit, but he has a little bit of racing going on behind him because Ethan's right on his tail. Like straight through the corner. It looks like in my mirror, he's like almost bump drafting him.
18.607.
Just trying to like send it into the corner and like slide up on exit. But doesn't seem to be too fast. So I want to try this bottom lane if we can get it rolling. Because that would be really helpful if I could find a little bit more speed.
18.664.
That works pretty well in 1 and 2, it seems like. The grip in 3 and 4 is not as there. A little bit on exit, but not a whole ton like there is in 1 and 2.
18.5.
We're in a 5 there. It's not bad. Joey got a good run there, crossing Blaze back over. Sorry, I had the standings up, not the relative. Or yeah, I didn't have the relative up. I had the standings up. That's my bad. I like when the relative's up better.
18.5.
Oh, geez, don't run into him. He's like checking up really hard on entry. Okay, Cade's the only one behind us again. People kind of fell off behind him. But running it really tight down here. Trying not to run into Joey. Just so close to his bumper. I'm trying not to clip him. I want him to get going. He can't get that bottom working as well, it seems like. Try not to get clipped by him coming down on exit. But Cade is coming to the outside really quick. This dude's gonna end up wrecking off our bumper. When he's on the outside, he's trying to throw a slider on Blaze. That's gonna slow us up some, not being able to get on throttle. He's like running a opposite of a slider line where he's cutting down on exit.
Outside.
We're making the bottom work pretty well.
18.751.
Trying to stay off of him because it's been so close this entire race when he's been up here and then coming down on exit. I just happen to keep it a little more sideways than I want to, though.
18.60.
Because I'm like going deep on entry, but that's so I can get it to rotate around and run the bottom pretty well. That's what works pretty good for me right now. But it's been really tight racing. Oh no, it sounds like a caution. There is. There is a spun out car somewhere. I don't know where, but there was a spun out car. So that's unfortunate. We're going to have like a 6-7 lap shootout here at the end. And hopefully we can get a good restart like we did and get away from Cade some, because he was catching us there for a while and being right on our bumper there. But we were running right with Joey and Blaze pretty much. Kyle was kind of running away up front, so hopefully this restart will make it interesting here at the end.
One to go.
Okay, 1 lap to go here to the green. Need to try to get a good restart here again. Try to get away from the guys behind us. Their restart is interesting going out to that flat part up in 3 and 4. It's really odd. Like, I am not going to do that because I'm going to probably spin myself out trying to do that. Or unless they accidentally did it on the last one. I don't know. Oh, I got way too sideways. That was a terrible restart. Too much throttle on exit there. I about ran Joey over. Kate about ran me over. That was a real screwed up corner. But there's not as much grip down here as there was when we were running. It's getting real dusty up in here too.
18.6.
But the track's super worn in. Try to keep it straight on exit. We slid up a little bit too much. Want to try to hold this 4th place if we can. 5th is going to be like the worst we finish unless we get wrecked, I think. Knock on wood, but hoping we can be 4th because we ran 4th literally this whole race. I'm not getting it to rotate going into 1. I don't think I'm driving it hard enough into 1 to get it to rotate. Like that in 3 and 4. And you do that in 1 and 2. Yeah, we kind of fell off those guys up front, which is unfortunate. That was a better 1 and 2. Didn't slide up too bad, but need to get it a little bit lower down there. Cade and Ethan are fighting behind me. Ethan kind of held up a decent run the last green flag, but kind of fell off on the long run. So it seems like the short run he's pretty good. Maybe he messed up like a corner or something, fell off a Cade.
White flag this time.
White flag. Like, yeah, Ethan's kind of falling off of everybody now, it seems like.
18.8.
Oh, went in a little too deep there. Slid up really bad. But we got a decent lead here on Cade going into the final corner. They're trying to throw sliders up there for first, but I don't think anything's going to happen. But good race. I'll take it. 4th place. We were car 4. Top 3 were super fast. We held pretty good with them until that last restart. I really screwed up that restart, and it wasn't great. So that's very unfortunate. I want to go back see the incidents that happened through the race, and that racing on that 2nd green flag was really good. Like, we were so tight there for a while in that 2nd green flag. 19 and the 14 getting together, and the 19 just running over the 14. That is the lap 1. There was no caution for that because it was in the very back, I guess. Ooh, 7 car just right hooked it off of turn 4. That was kind of weird. God, it's so foggy. 19 losing it, gets the tire. That is going to be a caution. I'm assuming. Oh wait, no, that was lap 25. That was the last lap. What the hell was the cautions for then? I'm so confused. What was these? What was the caution for? That's all I want to know. Was it for the 7 car maybe going off? That could be my only guess right now, unless somebody else wrecked. I think it was for the 7 car like pulling off, which is really odd. Don't know why. Let's go to the next one. What was the next caution for? Trying to see if anybody's... Oh, he wrecked. I don't know what the 20 car did there. He just about lost it into the tire, overcorrected, coming back up the track, hit the brakes, and that comes out with the caution. So that was pretty much the only cautions. No real wrecks, but I want to go back, see some of this racing, because we were real tight up there with Joey and Blaze for a little bit. Like, once He got back out to the outside. I kept throwing it in turn 1 to get it to rotate, and we were getting like chopped off the corner every corner pretty much, because I would throw it real deep in, try to get it to rotate and hold down there, which I was doing pretty well, and then Joey was running like an outside to inside line, so it was really weird. Luckily, we never hit, because we were very tight a few times to hitting them, and I think even before that, when Blaze was behind Joey, we were running pretty tight to them. A little bit. When did we go back green? We went back green here. He was starting to get around him there, I believe. Because we were running pretty close to them, I think, when he got by him, I want to say. No, it was back when Joey was trying to cross him back over. That's when we were running real tight to them. So that was some really good racing. And then at the very end, they were all running super tight in front of me. They were trying to throw sliders on each other, make something happen at the very end. Well, trying to throw sliders, but there's not a whole lot of room to really do it. Kyle ran a perfect race up front, didn't lose it at all. He gets the win. We'll take 4th, though. I am happy about that. Being car number 4 should gain some iRating, so let's go see what we end up getting out of the results here. All right, results in strength of field just under 2,300. Not awful for being an only split. I'm okay with that. We were car 4, gained 18 out of it, almost up to 4,200 once again. Car number 1 was over almost 6,500, which is crazy. And 2nd and 3rd were in the upper 4,000s, which is pretty cool. We all had a pretty good race up here. Cade was running really well. He's in the mid 27s. I'm shocked Hayden left. I don't know what happened to him. He lost 115. That hurts a lot. He gained some safety, but he's hurting there. I don't know if he's going to hit an A class from that or not. Hopefully he does. That'd be pretty cool, but pretty clean race overall. Only a couple of guys in the back got some X's, and a couple of them spun out. That was about it. Nothing really happened crazily in the race, but good job by Kyle Jared up front, leading every lap, getting the win. I'm happy with how we did. We ran up there with the 2 in the 1 car for a while on that second run before the caution came out. Don't know if we would have been able to get Joey or not in that run if it would have gone to the end, because we were running very tight to him every corner, and he would come down and try not to run over him, but fell off a little bit on the last restart. Didn't have a very good jump, and got 2 sideways. So I'll take 4th, though, being car 4. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the race nonetheless. It was a very foggy, dusty race, really weird conditions for the dirt race, but hopefully you guys enjoyed it nonetheless. Appreciate you guys for watching as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.